Hello everyone, this is a June 2018 LEGO gift with purchase set called Creative Storybook. It is dedicated to Hans Christian Andersen, the 19th century children's story author who hailed from Denmark. You know, kind of like LEGO. So it's nice to see LEGO actually celebrating their own local culture, their own region's culture. They're always celebrating everyone else's and everyone else's history. So this is a nice thing. And as a gift with purchase, are you kidding me? This is beautiful. In the US, you had to pay or buy at least $99 or $100 worth of stuff. And then you would get that $99 or $100 worth of stuff. Plus you would get this for free also. So gifts, very nice. Nice looking gifts, nicer still. And when I started to build this, I actually thought it was going to be even nicer still. It was going to be even nicer than it appeared on the box and in pictures and everything, because it has a binding. You actually build the binding back here, and it looks nice, but then the actual covers don't look that nice. And although this is hinged here, you can't close the book up. Darn! Had some potential there. I thought it was going to be super cool. You could close the book or do something, kind of slide the pages or something, but nah, doesn't have the ability to do that. Also, another thing that kind of tricked me when I started building this was this initial fold in the instruction sheet or instruction manual. Official one that comes in the box. Look at all these little vignettes that represent some of Hans Christian Andersen's stories. However, boo! I was thinking, wait, obviously not all those minifigures are included, but maybe can you build these things with the parts included in the set? Nah. Models shown cannot be built with included elements and are not separately available for sale. Boo! Kind of got my hopes up there. Anyway, aside from little mistakes of expectation, this just looks so nice. They put it inside of a book. This is a printed piece here, not a sticker. That's cool. And then they just have a kid on a cobblestone pathway here, and this is supposed to be Hans Christian Andersen himself penning up a book, and actually has one of those nicer books, the Friends or Elf styles. Oh yeah, it keeps looking kind of weird to me because of the angle that it's at. But one of those Friends or Elves style books, which are nicer than the traditional LEGO minifig style ones. It actually has an opening and closing cover. It's a little bit glossy, and they've got that printed piece that they first introduced in one of the Disney sets to show the beginning of a story. So that's just really nice. And he's got what is supposed to look like a quill in his hand. And then over here is just a little pond, a nice pond area with a semi-aquatic plant there, and it's flowering, and there's a swan in the pond. There's also a fountain over there. A little bit of foliage around the edges suggested by the green, and the whole thing just looks really nice on display. I like it very much, and as a gift, it's fantastic. Could have been better if it had matched my not my initial expectations, but my kind of secondary expectations. But that's all good. It goes together nicely. Has, as you can see, just hinges for the binding, just to get it to angle down to the ground here. Those are just clips on bars, but then inside of here they have traditional full-on hinges to get these surfaces to be kind of close to horizontal with the ground, even though the book itself and the pages of the book are angled down here. So nice looking thing. Let's take a closer look at the figures real quick though. And these are just minifigures. There's nothing particularly fancy here, but they look good. They look nice and wholesome and appropriate to the scene. So yeah, I'm happy with them. And there is no alternate face to be seen, but a little bit of print on the back of each of those torsos, and it's all good. It's such a nice set and a nice thing to look at once it's built up. This is the original box for it. And I'm really happy that they were able to do something like this. I hope that they will do more things like this that kind of cross between reality and fantasy in this way. It's just so wonderfully Lego and so wonderfully just pure as a toy and as a scene and as a representation of kind, good, childlike fantasy. So very happy I am, and hope that you are as well. Thank you for watching, and I will talk to you again soon in my next video.